through for Lucian.
Okay, hey back. Hey guys, this is part 2. Welcome back. So yeah, we just, I don't know. Yeah, here's that really stupid Lucian play.
There's the explosive cast. Zyko actually gonna get altered here.
Anyway, so
auto attack from the turret gonna pick it up. Beautiful.
What the fuck?
There's
Wow.
the shockwave now as Reggie falls down. Chiefs.
That was a really good combo.
Play, and that's why
Anyway, so yeah, that was pretty stupid by LeBlanc as well. Just standing there for the snare. Like, there was absolutely no value in keeping the snare, and you had no idea if this guy has his hook still, and Orianna still had ulti, of course, so if LeBlanc did get caught, she would have been dead anyway. There's nothing she can really do about it because of the chain CC.
My goodness, Swipe is going to head back to the top lane now and farm that. Big turnaround there with that
yeah, so I mean that's like 2-3 kills already again to the Chiefs, and they have a gold lead now as well. Lucian's now falling behind in farm too.
Plays around their mid laner so well. You can just see why they put so much of their late game scaling in the mid lane and allow Radier to play these mid game carries now.
They need to protect top here.
Has just got a really good understanding of when he can win.
Is he going to TP top?
They pulled the trigger. He's 54 CS ahead, and a lot of that. You go, all right, the Orianna matchup.
Okay, he loses top tower.
Far behind the Chiefs were. That's just a testament to Swiffer and Spooks playing this lane really well. Yeah, and now has a death cap as well, and we've spoken at length on the Athene's on Holy Grail plus Rabbidan's death cap.
What the fuck?
Wow.
Yep.
Die,
oh my god, that was pretty good.
Well. Zyko picks up that kill. That's a whole lot of the Chiefs' power removed. As explosive cast gonna get Zyko out of it, but Rosie's gonna die, and a double kill comes through.
Let me see that.
Rabbidan's death cap power spike.
Okay. So yeah, they kind of overcommitted. They have, I don't know if they have vision here, but they're pretty much. This is why you have deep. This is why you try and get deep jungle vision, like always. You want deep jungle vision so that you know, deep jungle, and obviously now they should know that Lucian just left bot. I don't know if they know LeBlanc is here. I don't think they'd see LeBlanc here. So if we go back a little bit further here. So Nami's here.
The Orianna matchup, it's pretty good, but with how far behind the
I don't think
testament to Swiffer and Spooks playing this lane really well. Yeah, and now has a death cap as well, and we've spoken
okay. So they should know that Sejuani is still close by. Lucian's just left bot. So that means that it's at least 3 people. Now I think they could actually, KLG could I think win this fight actually. As a 3v2. But then you of course have to take into account that LeBlanc's coming and Maokai is coming, so this just turns into a 2v5 immediately. Which is just, you know, at that point that's just 3 kills for KLG. So yeah, so they should have had deep vision around the dragon area. So the Chiefs should have had vision around the dragon area, and I mean look, they have a sight stone on Gragas as well. They have 2 sight stones, and KLG has same if not better vision than them. I mean that's worrying, just as that is. They should have had vision, you know, after they pushed this bot side up. They should use that to put vision in the jungle. At least they should be having, you know, the knowledge that Lucian just pushed out bot wave, so it's probably coming mid. Obviously, they don't know if Lucian's walking up, but I think it would be safe to assume that Lucian's close by.
And what is his build coming through here? Zyko, he's going for everything. I have no idea what he's going for. Neither do I. As Raider actually going to spell shield this one out. Julius Tito does get feared, but Zyko, he's safe on the backside as the boomerang comes through. Does dodge out one bit of it, but Swiper very, very healthy. Looking to try and collapse on this one. Reggie's going low.
Oh, that was good.
Oh my goodness, just
that was a good turn.
Across this map as Zyko just does so much damage. Raider He was there for a second, then he was gone as Swiper. Now caught in no man's land here. Yeah, that's actually the skirmish is
good combo from CC.
Too much damage, but there's the
Oh, that sucks.
Shutdown comes through as Helior gets exploded as well.
They overstayed.
Another shutdown as Spooks gets
that sucks.
He might be in trouble here as Explosive Cask.
Good flash.
No, it doesn't go for it. Not happening. Not happening, but another one team fight coming through for the Chiefs after everything went really wrong. An overcommit from KLG. Yeah. Especially Zyko.
Completely overstayed there.
On that back line. Never put yourself in that position where you have to walk through
I think no, he couldn't have. Lucian couldn't have got out. I thought he might be able to get out by going over this, but no, he couldn't because there was, who is it, Gragas coming down there or something. But yeah, they overstayed really badly. And Sejuani died at the beginning. I don't know how the fuck that happened.
36 CS, even Radier, he's gone a much more
Dragon's up. KLG, yeah, KLG has to move towards it, and basically they have to fight or something. Otherwise, they're gonna lose a lot of top pressure. Why would he back?
So the Brutalizer actually kind of helping, hurting Zycro here. Has to weave his passive very well.
I'd either keep pushing that or walk down if I was hacking him there. Oh, he finishes. He finishes Spirit Visage. That's not that big of an item though. I would have. No, I wouldn't do that. I'd either push it up or walk down. Take the tower or walk down. Because there's not really any value in having that extra MR for Hecarim, I'd say.
They're going to get outscaled by the Chiefs, so I understand why they're doing it. But that's a huge commitment to the mid-game coming through from KLG. And talking about commitment, Swiper's been in base for...
Right, he's just sitting in base. Okay, so he's sitting in base for home guards.
And he's going for it now.
I mean, that's not bad, I guess, either. But I would have walked down, because then you can try and get Dragon without TP.
Rosie gonna get chained, but not stunned as Julius Tito trying to come through. Did throw out the ult, but didn't quite find
Try to steal it again.
Beautiful Aqua Prison comes down. Helior,
wow, he is fucking chunked.
By Swiper through the exhaust. Reggie now taking a lot of damage, but they
was that with the home guard?
Well, trying to do some work.
No, it wasn't. It was just like...
trying to come through, did throw out the ult, but didn't quite find it. As a beautiful Aqua Prison comes down. Helior,
wow, he got fucking chunked. Holy shit.
Reggie now taking a lot of damage, but they take down the Orianna. Spooks as well trying to do some work, but he is going low. Swiper's just cleaning up in the back line as now it's a 3 for 2. Julius Tito being the focus of Spooks somehow survives. Reggie now on nothing. These KLG members do end up falling down as Swiper picks it up with I have no idea what. And that is going to be Reggie tanking up some creeps. There's a ward in that brush, and he's got 110 health. Spooks, don't do it. There's no point going in there. Swiper's going to get the kill, although he'll just...
They have to push up. Why the fuck are they... Wow.
Picked up. Reggie with the outplay. Yeah, and Spooks, I have no idea what you're doing there. You're in complete no
what the fuck?
No health. You give a free kill over and secure the exit. But all of a sudden, Swiper, we were talking about their...
Lucian got fucking chunked that fight. I don't think he took into account that Hecarim hadn't used his ult.
And is now 5-3 and 5. Yeah, and has a full Vantage Veil and the Cinderhulk and as well as a Phage.
I think, yeah, Nami was of course split up as well. But it's kind of, I'd say it's really hard for Hecarim to deal with.
Yeah, so we'll take a look at the replay. Helior overcommits here because Reggie had actually gone back over the wall, and as you say, has to walk the entire way around.
Yeah, that kind of sucks. I think he should have, Lucian should have either gone for, gone towards Nautilus first and then to Hecarim, or just straight kill Hecarim. Because Hecarim doesn't have any armor yet. He should be focusing Hecarim at this point. For the armor. I mean, because he has low armor. Either, yeah, kill Nautilus and then focus Hecarim. That's what you should have done.
Now with a very clean 2,000 gold lead and have
how long does this last?
Yeah, they certainly do. So the Chiefs moving into the mid.
Okay.
For the Atlas coming through, but yeah, it's that, which is a lot.
I don't think there's any point in going over the replay of that again.
I agree. they're bringing to team fights. I like the fact that they've got the culling to come across, but it is a very high-risk maneuver to pull off.
It is, but we do have Radio almost with that last whisper completed. There's Master Merkin and, of course, the Oceanic Country Manager watching on his laptop.
Relegated to a laptop, Mirko. Where's the big TV?
This is ridiculous. We've seen one of those already, Mirko. You had better standards before. But well done. Well done. 50CR still the advantage here for Swiffer in the mid lane.
They can force a fight, TP. But maybe not, because Hecarim will cancel, and Chiefs probably have stronger 4v4.
No way physical damage is getting to this Maokai at all in a team fight.
Yeah, he certainly is very strong at the moment, and I'm waiting for after that Void Staff to see whether Swiffer goes for the Leandri's Torment to try and just get some damage onto the Sejuani and onto the Maokai. You expect that to be a Locket of the Iron Solari picked up by Julius Stito as well.
Yep.
So hopefully when that is the case, all of a sudden they're starting to nullify exactly what Swiffer is bringing to these team fights. However, on the other side of the rift, Spooks has already got his over, not going for the selfish items first. He's got a Sightstone, and he's got a Locket. So he's very much a team-fighting supportive jungler right now. Also gives him some cooldown reduction. Once he finishes up that Frozen Heart, he's going to have 30 cooldown reduction, as well as everything from his runes and masteries. You have to think he's running it really.
Neither team's really doing that much around the map. Like,
one of my favorite things about
what I think KLG should be trying to do is force vision around Baron on a split push, because Hecarim doesn't have TP. I mean, the TPs have been staggered for like the last 10 minutes. So Maokai should be going bot, and then the rest of the team should be trying to contest vision around Baron to try and force, you know, to force the Chiefs into making a mistake. Because, I don't know, Lucian can still go down, I guess, but Hecarim is a lot of damage, even though he's not that tanky versus Lucian.
Is going to have a Trinity Force, so that's a decent spike at the same time, but is sort of a third item Trinity Force still the power spike that you're looking for with that item?
Yeah, it certainly is. He's real strong now, and he's not going to be hitting Helios, so you don't ever compare them head to head. Helios, unless he's really peeling, is never going to be Swiper's priority target in these team fights. It's really about how quickly he can kill that Lucian right now, and when you look at his items, you think pretty quick.
Yeah, pretty damn quick. One thing that we haven't really mentioned here is the fact that Rosie's 3-1-9 has escaped a whole lot of death that has been going on this map and has really looked fantastic. Actually managed to lock down the kill onto Zycro in the last team fight there around the Dragon. Really beautifully set that one up for Swiper to take down. This Nautilus support has really been going well.
Yeah, and he's got the Righteous Glory for his
What's
team,
Dragon time?
Like the second speed up
30 seconds.
He can wait.
So yeah, 30 seconds Dragon, they're probably just gonna fight it again. What KLG could...
Yeah, they're looking for something.
Oh, that sucks. Yeah, she missed the ult.
He's gonna get caught. Reggie gets exploded as the Mikhails comes through. Swiffer so fast trying to escape this one. Helio getting the focus.
No, they can't really do very much anymore. Oh, well. That's good peel.
Spooks gets caught by an Aqua Prison, and KLG, they're on the run because Radiant's a focus from Radiant, who has the last whisper.
But wow, engage coming through.
Yeah, because they missed. Wow, they missed. So they whiffed 2 ults. They should have just backed off at that point, because the Chiefs only used 2 flashes. Yeah, they should have just left. There's no way they can fight that anymore.
As the Mikhails come through, Swiffer so fast trying to escape this one. Helio getting the focus from Radiant, who has the last whisper now. Rosie gonna get blown.
I mean, Nautilus gets fucking chunked.
Well, Julius Tito melting like butter as the Gragas picks up the kill. Spooks gets caught by an Aqua Prison, and KLG.
They shouldn't have fought that after they missed 2 ults.
Flashing forward, that auto reset was insane on the Bear, and the Chiefs tore apart that fight.
They certainly did. 3 dead. All
So they're gonna go for Baron? That can be tried. They should have. Lucian uses ult. Yeah.
He would have never flashed.
That's a quick Baron
this time,
team.
going on the solo mission, securing the third death, picking up the Baron for his team, and
Yeah.
this is now in very big danger zone for KLG.
And I believe you actually mentioned about 10
Yeah, so KLG didn't. They had a decent advantage early on, but they just didn't capitalize it. That 3-for-3 fight, sort of at 15 minutes, was really bad for them because that basically put Chiefs back into the game. Maokai got most of the gold early on from the kills, so I don't think the rest. I'm not really sure why. I mean, LeBlanc and Lucian both had a decent bit of gold from kills and assists, so I'd still say that they could have fought early on very well, but they didn't. I mean, they didn't force anything very properly, and the fights that they did get were very poor.
To flash into a fight and completely take over. And the Chiefs had a complete monopoly of the vision in that little banana brush as well, and it meant that Swiper could just walk in there. No one was attacking from it, and he was hidden away from Zycro, had to face check it if he wanted to finish off the horse. And there was not a whole lot that KLG could do apart from run away and then get flashed on by...
I think this game's almost over now because... I mean, KLG should still be able to fight if they fight correctly, but they have burst more than sustain. I mean, LeBlanc has decent sustained damage, but she's behind quite a bit. Lucian's about even.
This map, you can see KLG were defending the mid lane, but Chiefs
Maokai is behind Hecarim, but he doesn't have any damage, so it doesn't even matter.
They are giving so much respect to this Oceanic team coming through.
All of a sudden, Atlet is a 7,000 gold advantage. So not only do they have the better team composition late game,
and they've pulled the 7,000 gold from since about 22 minutes or something. Can they fight here? That's a lot of damage from LeBlanc.
That was a full combo from LeBlanc though.
Yeah, and that's probably not who you want to be using it on as they go in again, trying to repel this invade.
I think Swiper took a spell. Not entirely sure. Although just a cheeky Q, probably not going to do a whole lot anyway, but the Chiefs are going to continue to wait around here. Another
They can't really defend though.
Powered up by this Baron, of course, not
that sucks.
attackable by the turret. And this inner turret's going to fall down here in the mid lane as well. The bottom lane probably going to be the next option here as the Chiefs going for a bit of a textbook play.
Yeah, they're just moving around the map. There's a huge minion wave bottom lane. They don't want to be caught out, although it looks like they're on their way to being caught out. As Spooks, he's trying to steal the red.
Good taking jungle. And they've established reasonable vision. They just need to keep using the vision. Hopefully, I mean, KLG just needs to take out the vision that they have right now so that the Chiefs can't easily make a pick.
Top laner's dream there, being able to gallop into a minion wave full that your AD carry obviously didn't scream loud enough for you to leave alone.
The red dot syndrome of an AD carry coming through there, but Swiper happy to parade into it. He's going to head back to base. Does have 2,200 gold.
Let me see the golds. Wow. Oh, that's CS advantage. Mostly, that's a lot of that in the CS advantage too. That's not that big. That's not that big either. They're pretty close. Yeah, but that's, I mean, Maokai got a lot early and he didn't do anything with it. Hecarim's been farming the whole time. Oriana's been farming a lot better than LeBlanc.
You certainly can. 90 CS now ahead is the mid laner for the Chiefs. 3-3-11, having a very good supportive game. Rosie's scoreline looks so much better because Swiffer was kind enough to give him a couple of kills in the mid game. As Spooks now prepping the blue buff. And you think from here, Chiefs just head bottom lane, try and push that one out, take out the last outer turret of the game, and really make KLG play the measured, controlled style that Chiefs want. KLG from here, they're looking for a flank. They're looking to get Maokai on top of Radier, get a perfect Sejuani ult into people, maybe even a turret dive to come through, a little bit of a misplaced turret dive, layer their CC that we've already talked about
Nami, she's got the ultimate, she's got the bubble. Sejuani, she's got everything in her kit that just screams CC. And try and hope that the Chiefs make a slip up. Because, honestly, without a misplay, Chiefs win this game pretty textbook.
Yeah, well, that's what it's looking like so far as Spooks.
A zoning barrel.
A zoning barrel. That was an
Let's
interesting
be nice.
one. Yeah, that was definitely an interesting one. He's going to throw another one there into that bush and spot out the fact
Chiefs need to establish vision in the jungle and then put a TP ward behind KLG. That's going to be hard though. They have KLG's all their pink wards on this side.
So they back off until someone shows in Swiper's lane. Very good slow play coming out here from the Chiefs. You see, as soon as they see Helio in that lane, they're like, okay.
Don't have Baron anymore though.
Again is 4. I'm waiting for Spooks to just walk up to the turret and throw Gragas barrel at someone. It's the easiest way to get people away from turret. As soon as this minion wave creeps into it, you just pick up your barrel, you throw it at someone, all of a sudden they can't stand on the turret anymore, and Radier can get free shots. Without that barrel, Radier is way too short range to hit the turret.
Yeah, and Helio actually can't do anything to Swiper anymore. Swiper went back and got a Thornmail.
Yeah, so not going for the Frozen Heart. Wow. So he's going for Frozen Heart last. Actually like the pickup coming through there because no lifesteal yet built on Lucian means that hitting Swiper now.
Yeah, this game's pretty much over at this point. Hecarim's just way too tanky for Lucian.
Devastating charges and Sheen procs, and man, it's just a horrible.
They had to win it before Hecarim got a shit ton of tank items.
Maybe they can get some work done on the turret. No, they still can't commit to it, so maybe they have to wait for the... Wow.
That was not a good trade, Reggie. As I believe that was in fact a mimic distortion onto Swiffer that he shielded up.
Yeah, he certainly did, and in the end, just the attack command and then dissonance coming through it. That was half the health, so I was going to say maybe they abandoned it. All of a sudden, everything's relatively squishy. They don't on there and only really are picky for it, but they don't have that many options to keep the AD carry up, so it's still extremely hard.
Yeah, and it is 3v4 now around this turret.
Okay, good, get the turret.
Radier does a whole lot of damage when he does have access to that. 4 items now.
Oh, Reggie missed both chains there. A little bit of a miss.
They need to... Okay, they can take drag. I would have said take away the vision before drag. I mean, at least walk around this red buff area and then take the vision.
Into a position to win the game.
Because then, I mean, they could potentially even just bait.
Oh, most certainly. Reggie actually coming through does manage to chain up the dragon. As Julius Tito looking for the steal, doesn't quite find it, is going to get locked up. There's a beautiful barrel to get him back into the team, but he's getting healed. Is going to survive as Helio now comes through. Swiper with an escape helps.
This game is fucking over.
Now finds himself in the back of the pit, forced to flash out. Rosie flashes over on a one-man mission.
What the fuck?
As Helio gets double killed by Swiffer.
Why did he flash so late? He just shouldn't have flashed at all.
He certainly did a no-health jungler and a support, so
okay, I'm not going to give him too much credit, but still, it was pretty cool to watch.
So he did something, but in the end, no Zhonya's coming through.
Is there anything left in this game to go over? I don't really think so.
So next one you said
he gets to relax, okay? He doesn't battle.
Another pause. Wow, he paused it quite a bit.
They've gone back to the split push. Of course, teleport was used this time from Helio, so I think is the main one for me. They blind picked it, and there's just not very many lanes that LeBlanc currently wins. I think that she actually does relatively poorly in a lot of the lanes that she used to do well.
Yeah, Hecarim's way too tanky now. Lucian can't really deal with it.
Yeah, well, this is the crazy thing.
He doesn't. I mean, he doesn't really have any like damage boost, percentage damage boost, or
You're exactly right. We have seen sort of illustrated exactly what
2 damage or something like that.
Right. When you take something like an Orianna that past level 4 you're just not going to burst down, it's extremely hard to do LeBlanc's job efficiently.
Oh, the culling going to come through. Spook's just going to happily tank that one up.
I think he should have just used the culling on the wave.
Meanwhile, Swiper is just ignoring Helio on this bottom side, breaks the base. As Swiffer's going to Zhonya's. There's the tidal wave to come down. Doesn't quite do too much as Spooks takes a lot of
there's nothing really to go over here.
Meanwhile,
I mean, this game is lost for KLG at this point. Yep. Alright, so, yeah, pretty much that fight where they overcommitted, that was basically where So they KLG overcommitted here. Chiefs got Baron. Was pretty much over at that point. I mean, there was a lot of questionable play before that. I mean, coming up here, if you remember, but yeah. Generally quite badly coordinated. I mean, just really weak rotations from KLG, to be honest. And picked pretty poor fights too, so, yep.